What if I told you that there was an essential oil that could instantly tighten your skin? Would you be interested in learning more about it? What if I told you about an oil that would provide anti-inflammatory response throughout your whole body as soon as you start to use it? How does that sound to you? I'm about to break it down on the benefits of this bad boy right here called Copaiba essential oil, and in my opinion, guys, it is nothing short of miraculous. I am so excited about sharing the benefits. Now stay tuned for this whole video, because at the end of the video I'm going to give you a skin healing miracle elixir of longevity for your face. It's going to reverse some damage done to your face. Very good for sun damage, hyper and hypopigmentation. So stay tuned for that, and I'll give you a little secret recipe. But let me first start by telling you how divine this oil smells. It's got a very sweet, balsamic aroma, very woodsy, very earthy, very vanilla-y, kind of smells like a vanilla manuka honey. Now, I'm not really describing that correctly, but just get a bottle of it and you'll know what I'm talking about, because there's nothing quite like it. It instantly uplifts your spirit if you're depressed, have anxiety, or in a bad mood. As soon as you open up this bottle, baby, it's going to help to bring your body into balance fast. It is a powerful, powerful anti-inflammatory oil. Why is this? Because it's loaded with something called beta-carotene. There's nothing quite like the beta-carotene. This is a terpene that is very, very healing for the body. Let me first start by telling you where this comes from. The Copaiba essential oil is extracted from the oleoresin derived from the tree of the genus Copaiba of the legume family. These trees are found growing in Africa and in the lush forest in North and South America. The trees have tall trunks that are filled with oleoresin that have so many medicinal uses. The parts of the tree specifically are the oleoresin. They've been used extensively by the people in the Amazon for treating wounds, cuts, scrapes, and the natives of North and northeastern Brazil used to slather this resin onto their sores, their boils, their sunburns. Very well documented too, by the way. Chinese herbal medicine uses this for treatment of severe skin disorders and other inflammatory illnesses. Why is it so beneficial? Because of that beta-carotene. Let me give you an example of how much it's got in it. Helichrysum and clove have between 5 and 12%. The Copaiba has between 50 and 55%, baby. This is why it's so healing. This is why it's so anti-inflammatory. You have any kind of pain, you have any kind of inflammation, you have any kind of ache, joint pain, arthritis, uric acid buildup, calcification, imbalances in the body. The key to longevity is to detoxify the liver, to alkalize the body, and to flood the trillion of cells in your electric body with live enzymes. In doing this, it's going to naturally balance the internal flora in the gut. The key to longevity is to have a healthy gut. There's a direct correlation with our gut and our mind, and currently everybody is out of balance because the gut is not in harmony. It's not in harmony with anything. We're trying to digest 5-6 different types of food all in one sitting, and we wonder why we have gas and we have bloating. Baby, we need to go back to the basics. We need to go back to the raw live enzymes, the alkalizing enzymes that are going to alkalize your body and provide your body with some healing vibrations. We don't get this from cooked and dead vibratory food. It's not possible in cooked, processed, packaged, radiated, microwave, poisoned food, genetically modified food. All of these are increasing the free radicals in the body. This is accelerating the aging process, and this is going to be an oil that can stimulate some healing and begin to repair some of the damage that has been done, in my opinion. Very, very beneficial for all types of inflammation. All types. Let me get into the specifics, because First, let me tell you that I just juiced before this video, and so I'm in high vibrations, but this is one of my favorite oils, so I'm ecstatic about delivering this message. And so if I fumble my words a little bit, that's why, because I am so excited. I really don't want to miss anything, because this oil really, really will provide your body with some harmony. It's very good for all skin conditions. Like I said at the beginning, if you want an instant facelift, this oil can be used neat, meaning undiluted. And it wonderful for wrinkles, wonderful for skin damage, wonderful for tightening of the skin. But now another helpful tip with this is just because you can use an oil neat does not mean that that's how it's going to be most beneficial. I find more often than not, if we can fractionate it in a small enough molecular size carrier oil such as jojoba, which mimics a lot of the same properties of the skin, put a few drops of the Copaiba in the palm of your hand along with a tablespoon or a teaspoon of your favorite carrier oil, depending on how much you're wanting to use. And then bless this oil. Make sure that you're grounded. The oils work on a whole nother level when you're in the earth's healing vibration. So get you a grounding mat, a grounding sheet, or go outside and take your shoes off when you're using this oil. You'll find the oil is more beneficial when you're grounded in the earth's healing vibration. That's just a little helpful tip. But another helpful tip that I was elaborating on some earlier and I didn't finish was that it instead of using these oils that can be applied neat, meaning undiluted, and just dropping the oil all over our skin this way, if you'll fractionate it in a carrier oil that's got a small enough molecular size, like the jojoba, where we can do this on a larger surface area, in my opinion and in my experience, it works better this way. So if you have inflammation in your gut, for example, this would be an oil that you could put in a carrier oil and massage it all over the abdominal area. If you have cancer, you can massage this directly over the organ that's got the inflammation. This is how this oil is going to work. We all need to become aromatherapist and massage therapist, and we need to learn these pressure points in the body. And this is how the oils will start to stimulate the body's natural healing response. You know, our body's equipped to heal itself. We've got to detoxify and alkalize, but sometimes we need a little help, and these oils can help to bring the body in balance. They really can. And this is an oil that's not only going to repair, but it's going to start to regenerate. Very, very good for aging skin. I can't stress enough how I love this oil applied to my face. It's very good for all types of fungal issues when it comes to any type of, and candida, any type of fungal infections. There's not another oil that's more powerful, in my opinion, than this oil right here because of its terpene structure. It's very, very antifungal. So athlete's foot, yeast, candida, eczema, psoriasis, all of these inflammatory skin conditions, start using this oil. So if you've got a toenail fungus, combine this with some tea tree and a blend like the Thieves and a few drops of the Copaiba and allow this to soak into the nail bed. Try to lift up the nails some and get some oil underneath the nail if you can with the fingernail file, just a little bit. We're not trying to put our body in pain or anything, but if you've got a toenail infection or a fungus, this oil is going to work to rid it. Okay, so do this before you go to bed. Put it on the nail and then don't cover it with the sheet. Let it just soak in. Try to stay as still as you can for as long as you can to where the oil does its job effectively, because this oil will work to rid all of these fungal conditions that we've got within our body. Why are we suffering in so much sickness and so much pain when we can learn to use the oils like this? Copaiba, essential oils have a divine intelligence, baby. They really do. And they go right to work work to provide your body harmony because they penetrate the skin instantaneously. They've got a small enough molecular size that they break through that blood-brain barrier pretty fast, pretty rapidly. This is going to be an oil that lowers your blood pressure and it strengthens your heart. If you've got heart issues, or you've had a heart attack, or you're worried about having a heart attack because of high cholesterol levels, this is going to be an oil that you want to start using. First of all, let me tell you, we don't need to be living in fear and worry, because this is what a lot of people's problems is in the first place, is they're living in disharmony. All of this chaotic nonsense going on in the mind, because there's never an unfocused, silenced mind. There's always noise present. We need to learn to silence our mind and then bless these oils and then resonate with these oils, and that this is how the oils will stimulate the body's natural healing response. But it really will work to lower your blood pressure. It's going to help to prevent a stroke or a heart attack. So diffuse this oil. Apply this oil onto the bottom of your feet before you go to bed. Apply it to your spine, because remember, pathogens love to hang out around the spinal column, around the spinal cord, all up and down and inside the gut. So apply this oil to where parasites and bacteria are going to be, and it's going to help to detach them and rid them and purify them. This oil acts as a natural diuretic, so you're going to go to the bathroom more frequently when you use large amounts of this oil, and this is perfectly healthy. This is perfectly natural. Please know that we need to eliminate these toxins that are in our body in the first place, in our temple. But this oil is so powerful with its anti-inflammatory benefits. If you have any pain in your joints, back pain, knee pain, I had a lot of knee pain. They wanted to replace my left knee, and I started using oils like this, and I got some instant relief. I'm telling you, there's nothing quite like it for its anti-inflammatory properties. Powerful analgesic, powerful pain reliever. Let me go through more of the benefits, because I'm getting a little ahead of myself. It's literally tightening to the skin. So your skin is going to radiate and glow when you start to apply this oil to your skin. It's very good for any kind of wound that you have, not only to prevent from scarring, but to prevent any bacterial infections that may try to inflict you. This oil is going to act as a natural protective barrier if you will put it on after you get out of the shower. After you get out of the shower, put on a jojoba oil with this and thieves. We can use coconut oil, but coconut oil, the unrefined coconut oil has a little bit larger molecular size. So if we're wanting the oils to penetrate deep, I like an oil like jojoba, or there's many other carrier oils, rosehip seed oil, sea buckthorn, or even the black cumin seed oil. I love it as a carrier oil. I love my black cumin seed oil as a carrier oil, but my favorite is jojoba because it mimics a lot of the same properties of the skin. So apply this right after you get a shower. The Copaiba, just a few drops, in a blend like the Thieves, and a blend like, an immune boosting blend, something with cinnamon and clove. This is going to help protect your body from this toxic air. There's literally parasites and pathogens in this air that's raining down on us. So we need to protect ourselves from these. So if you'll do this, and then if you want to put the coconut oil outside of that barrier, you will only protect yourself more this way, because the unrefined, organic, raw, meaning unheated coconut oil has got a little bit larger molecular size, and the oils aren't going to penetrate as deep with this, but it will act as a natural barrier to help protect you better, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But that's just a little helpful tip that's going to help you, because if you'll do this after you get a shower, it really will work to boost your immune system. This is an immune stimulating oil. This is an oil of longevity, folks. Let me tell you the benefits of the oil. A study was released just last year that showed that the beta-carotene helps us to live longer. The study was done in worms, and the worms lived longer when there was a presence of the beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is not just in this oil, it's in other oils too, and I'm going to do a video specifically on that soon. But it's also a powerful analgesic. Like most cannabinoids and terpenes, it's an analgesic, and research was recently done showing that it was highly effective in treatment of long-lasting debilitating pain. I'll put my links here too. Research shows that the carotene is an antioxidant. Antioxidants are free radical scavengers that roam the body, getting rid of damaging free radicals. According to some sources, antioxidants like the beta-carotene may help slow down the effects of aging and promote a longer life. Anti-inflammatory, tremendous therapeutic potential in a multitude of diseases. Beta-carotene has been shown to reduce inflammation in the brain caused by hypoxia. In various forms, carotene joins a host of other terpenes and cannabinoids in being powerfully anti-inflammatory. A study released in August found that the beta-carotene relieves the symptoms of anxiety and depression. Very good for cancer. It's anti-tumoral, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's anti-infectious, it's an immune-stimulating oil, it's a natural diuretic. It strengthens the immune system. I can't stress enough how immune stimulating this oil is. It reduces the appearance of wrinkles, blisters. Very good for acne. Why? Because it helps control the sebum production of the skin, and it's antibacterial, so it's going to rid and clog the pore, the bacteria that's clogging the pores in the first place. So if you have acne, you want to start using this oil. If you have eczema, psoriasis, any kind of skin condition, inflammation, redness of the skin, use this oil. If you got a sunburn, use this oil. Any kind of inflammation, use this oil. This oil is going to help to heal your body. There's nothing quite like it. It gives relief from congestive problems or respiratory issues when inhaled. So if you have any kind of respiratory issue, diffuse this oil, apply this oil before you go to bed, and it's going to benefit you. It's going to reduce pain in muscles and in joints. It's going to uplift your mood, as I said before. It's going to help lower your blood pressure and help prevent heart diseases. I can't stress enough how much I love this oil. I find it so beneficial. Now, let me give you a longevity, let me give you a repairing longevity elixir. First of all, let me also tell you if this oil is called it's a cicatriscent, cicatriscent, which means it's cellular regenerating. The other oils that are cellular regenerating are lavender, helichrysum, neroli, rose, sage, rosemary, cistus, and frankincense. So imagine combining all of those together in an oil blend for your face, in a carrier oil like rosehip seed or sea buckthorn, just whatever your favorite carrier oil is, as long as it's got a small enough molecular size to disperse correctly and penetrate the skin. This is going to repair some damage done to your face. If you have hyper or hypopigmentation issues, make a blend using those oils like I just told you, and it's going to really to work to reverse some of the damage that's been done to the skin. Now I will do another video where I just make that oil so you can see how much I use of each of it, but it only takes a few. If you're just doing one dose, which I never make just enough for one dose, but if you're just doing one dose, you're just using one drop of each of those oils and then applying them all over the face this way in your carrier oil. But if you're making a larger batch, of course you want to use more of each oil, and you'll play around with it some and learn which oils resonate best for you, which ones you like more of, which ones you like less of, but try combining it with a blend like that. Try at the beginning with just lavender and helichrysum and frankincense and cistus maybe. A rose of Sharon is the cistus. I love that blend for the face. Very rejuvenating for the skin. Tighten up your skin instantly. Tighten up your skin instantly. I can't stress that enough either. What I do is I make a spray bottle of this, and here's one right down here. And in the bottom of it, in the bottom of this glass right here, I've got shungite stone. Shungite is a stone that adds fullerenes to the water. Let me get my shungite because I'm about to do a shungite video, so stay tuned for that. But this releases fullerenes into whatever it is inside. If you've got some small stones like this, you can put them in the bottom of your juice glass, and it's going to release these what's called fullerenes into the water. This is anti-aging, antihistamine. It comes from carbon, so it's a longevity elixir. These fullerenes are. There's nothing quite like them, so stay tuned for the video on that. But I make a spray bottle with this. I put Copaiba, I put lime, I put lavender, I put vanilla, I put cedar wood, I put patchouli, I put sweet orange, and I put, of course, lots and lots of Copaiba with frankincense, and then spray this. Give yourself a spritz anytime you feel like you need it, and it's going to uplift your mood. You can spray it directly on the pressure points that are in pain and have inflammation on the body, and it's going to help. You can spray it over your head to provide some instant relief. If you have a headache, guys, put this oil on your pulse points, on your wrist, behind your earlobes, on your chest. Let me give you another little helpful tip, because there's a fungal point at the base of the skull and above the top of the spine. There's a little dip there in the nape of the neck, and if you will lay down on your stomach and put an ice cube there, let the ice cube completely melt while you're relaxed on the floor, preferably grounded, and then after this, dry that spot off, and then apply Copaiba. Apply it neat if you're in a lot of pain. If you have a headache, apply it neat to that part of your neck and your temples. It's going to take care of your headache, folks. I'm telling you, there's nothing quite like it. Headaches, migraines, any type of inflammation that you have present, it's going to work to rid the inflammation. All forms of sickness are a result of inflammation, so ideally if we learn to decrease that inflammation, then we're really not going to be sick anymore. And this is one of those immune stimulating oils that's going to do it, baby. It really will. So learn to use this. Now, I think I covered everything. Let me tell you, if you just recently cut yourself, not only will this purify the cut and clear out any kind of bacterial infection, but it's going to stimulate the repairing process a lot faster, so a lot less scarring when you start to use this oil. If you have scars currently and you want to reduce the visibility of the scars, start applying this oil. It will help. Any type of fungal issues in the body, this oil will help. This oil also strengthens the bladder if there's bedwetting or incontinence issues. Learn the pressure points in your hand, because if it's a bladder issue, the bladder point on your hand is right through here. So you're going to want to massage this oil right into that part on both sides of your hands, really, really good for like 5 minutes, and then do the same thing on the points on your feet for that part of your body, and then put the oil directly over the area inflicted. So you're going to put it over your abdomen. So if you've got bedwetting issues or incontinence issues, or you want to just strengthen the bladder, put this oil over your abdomen area before you sleep. Apply this oil to your spine before you go to bed. It's going to help to eliminate the parasites like I mentioned earlier. The bottom of the feet, baby, this oil is going to take care of you. It really will. I love it. I use it every day. I rotate my oils, of course. I don't like to use the same oil every single day. I like to rotate them because that's how oils work, but this is an oil that's safe enough to use every single day. I recommend using it if you're just starting a detoxifying program, using it for the first couple of weeks and then give yourself a day or two break and then go back to it. And this is how the oil is going to be most beneficial to you. This oil also amplifies and magnifies oils that are similar to it. It blends, let me tell you what it blends really well with. because these are also other oils that are loaded with carophylline, which are basil, oregano, black pepper, rosemary, and cinnamon. Blends really well with helichrysum, blends really well with clove, frankincense, myrrh. It's going to amplify all these other oils, guys. It's going to help to make them last longer. Peppermint kind of does the same thing when you put it on last. The Copaiba, this is one you want to start with and one you want to finish with when you're layering your oils, in my opinion. This is how this oil is going to work for you. It really will amplify the benefits of the other oil when it's combined with this oil. I love Copaiba. I love this oil. I can't talk enough about it. I'm probably going to do a part 2 on this video soon, so stay tuned for that. And I've got a video coming up on the healing benefits of this stone right here, because we all need to start drinking this shungite, this fullerene infused water. Very, very beneficial. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up, so please stay tuned. I appreciate you. Thank you for staying tuned in. Peace, love, and positive vibrations. Get your juice on, start to detoxify your body, and then begin to use an oil like this right away. Also, stay tuned for an oil where I talk about what we can ingest. This is an oil that you can ingest, but large quantities are no good. Of course, we need to be using pure oil. The oil needs to be organic and processed correctly. We don't want a company that's using hexane or heat or other chemicals to extract the divine plant essences. These oils literally vibrate. They get their energy from the sun and the earth. They come up from the ground, and we've got to correctly extract that for the oil to be beneficial. And many of these inexpensive companies, they're not processing this correctly, so it's not going to do your body any good. So do your research and buy from a company similar like this, like the Young Living, because I continuously go back to this brand because it's the most effective, because they process their oils correctly, and I find the most healing benefits in an oil that's processed correctly. You guys have a great day. I really appreciate you. I am grateful to you.